Now in that area up to 2 inches in diameter. So hail is one of the big threats tonight, as will be heavy rainfall and strong damaging winds. An isolated tornado not out of the question. The main event, the main upper level disturbance, is now off to our west. It's closing in on the hill country. It will be there by 8 o'clock tonight and moving into the Austin area later this evening. So here's what we're tracking. Strong storms are likely. We're looking at an 8 p.m. to midnight window for severe weather, and by that we mean strong winds, large hail, and even a possible tornado. That's not out of the question with a situation like this. We'll track that for you hour by hour and let you know when it's going to clear out and if it's going to impact your morning rush hour tomorrow.
See you in a bit. Thanks, Mark. With the threat of severe weather, first responders are preparing for rescues on the water and from the air. KVU's Amber Downing is live at a fire station on 2222 in Northwest Austin. Amber, a lot of work goes into keeping people safe.
Terry, it does. They've been working for much of the day here. The Austin Fire Department has 2 boat crews ready, 2 helicopter crews ready to help save lives in case that weather gets bad tonight. We've also talked to the Austin Travis County Emergency Medical Services. They say they've got 4 boat crews ready in case the weather gets bad. Twice in 2015, heavy rain turned to flooding in central Texas, ruining countless homes and buildings and taking several lives. Many more lives would have been lost if not for rescue boats and the crews who man them. That's why Austin Travis County Emergency Medical Services and the Austin Fire Department spent most of Tuesday planning and preparing.
Anytime we get potential weather, we always go through, check our equipment, make sure our staff's aware, alerted just to have their equipment ready and be prepared for possible recall.
ATC EMS has 4 boats, 3 rescue trucks, 36 rescuers, and 6 special operation commanders ready to go at any time while heavy rain is expected.
Obviously, around the Austin Travis County area is our primary response and our primary area of interest, but we are part of Texas Task Force 1 with ATCEMS. So whenever there's threatening weather in other areas of the state too, we also kind of get a heightened sense of awareness and preparedness too, because there's always the possibility that we might be deployed for those sort of missions as well.
The rescuers train twice each year, once on land, once in water. They're not the only ones who should prepare though.
We just want everybody to be weather aware and pay attention to your local weather.
Sorry, a little windy out here. So as the weather worsens this evening, be sure and check your route before you go. You can go to our website and get a link to ATX floods to make sure all those low water crossings are clear. Live in Northwest Austin, Amber Downing, KVU News.
All right, Amber, thank you. Let's talk about what passed through the area northwest of Austin this morning. KVU meteorologist Nathan Gogo live near Andice, one of the hardest hit areas. What are you seeing out there, Nathan?
Good evening, Tyler. I'm standing exactly where some of the strongest winds occurred earlier this morning. So strong, in fact, look at this roof of this barn. Some of the barn toppled over the other half of it. So strong, in fact, some of that barn littered, the debris littered in some of these trees. You can see a 2x4 littered into the trees as well. Certainly some strong winds that moved here, through here earlier this morning. It happened all right after 9 a.m. Farmer and rancher Scott Daniel, who works on this barn, was unloading. He sat in his truck waiting for the rain to stop, and that's when the wind picked up and the rain started falling sideways.
All of a sudden I heard something pop and I looked up and the barn was gone, and then I looked to the side, and then all of a sudden here come another barn and rolling across the ground at me.
Scott says it was an experience he wouldn't want to happen ever again. Of course, we can understand that. The good news is he was okay. The livestock on this farm is okay. And Scott says he plans to rebuild the farm himself. Now, this is the other tin barn that Scott was talking about that was coming right towards him. That actually moved over to that barn past Scott, came back to where it's standing now, and that barn used to be well out into that field. So certainly some strong winds that moved through here. The National Weather Service will be conducting a survey to make sure what exactly happened, whether it was strong straight line winds or tornado damage. They'll be making that verdict coming up in the next few days. Live here in Andice, Texas, Nathan Gogo, KVU News.
All right, Nathan, thank you. As we've talked about, other parts of Texas have been feeling the impact of today's storms as well.
KVU's Tina Shively is at the watch desk. Tina, a lot of wind damage out there.
That's right, Terry, and we have some new video to show you that really captures the strength of the storms when they went through North Texas this morning. The first from North Fort Worth, where the morning started off quiet, but the homeowner's security system captured the moment that the storm storm blew in. Take a look at that. Every trash can on the block blew away. All the car alarms in the neighborhood started going off. Even his van starting to shake there in his driveway. And in nearby Saginaw, check out this video captured by a customer at a gas station. That's the canopy over the gas pumps outside bucking wildly in the wind. Now, the owner of that gas station told reporters that it separated from its supports, as you saw there, and that it fell from the ground. Everyone inside that gas station was okay. And thank goodness there, the pumps were already turned off, so no danger of that gasoline spilling. Terry, Tyler.
Yeah, glad no one was hurt. Tina, thank you. Don't forget, you can always get up-to-the-minute weather information on the KVUE News mobile app, and you can also track any rain with our interactive radar at KVUE.com. Our weather team and reporters also constantly updating their social media channels, so you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. And anytime you see weather or news happening, send us your pictures and video to spotnews@KVUE.com.
South by Southwest brings thousands of visitors to Austin every year, and with those visitors comes an increase in crime. As KVUE's Jenny Lee reports, there is one crime police are particularly worried about.
It goes on and on and on.
If you think this looks like a lot of postings, police say wait until South by Southwest is in full swing. They say adult postings on the free classified advertising site Backpage.com spikes during the annual Interactive and Music Fest.
And see, a lot of these female escorts are doing this not of their own volition. You know, they're underage minors. They've been put into a position where they have no choice. They feel no choice, and these guys will take them and literally go from city to city, post ads in the classified, you know, have a hotel room.
Backpage prohibits illegal services like prostitution, but a quick check on the adult escort section, and you can see there is no shortage of sex being sold for money. Police say the bigger concern is that prostitution is directly linked to human trafficking, a big problem in Austin.
Anytime you see prostitution activity go up, there's increased chances of people that are being exploited, and either children that are being sold for sex, or even adults that are being forced to engage in it against their will.
Advocates say most people don't even know what human trafficking is. They either think it's about human smuggling or think that it only affects foreign nationals.
A fundamental component of human trafficking is exploitation. It's when one person is controlled through violence or the threat of violence or fraud or coercion for the profit of another person.
John Namey is the president of Allies Against Slavery, a nonprofit that helps educate the community about human trafficking. He gives us two examples.
If you're seeing a bus pull up to the back of your favorite restaurant and a group of 10 people getting out at the same time, walking in together, walking out together. If you live in an apartment complex where you're seeing a group of people that doesn't appear to just be family living together.
According to Austin Police, human trafficking has increased over the years. In 2013, there were 54 cases. In 2014, that number jumped to 84. Last year, it spiked again to 117. And so far this year, there have been 15 cases. The numbers aren't high, but it's an underreported crime. That's why the city has tasked APD to train all city employees, educating them on what to look for and hoping to halt exploitation in its tracks. Jenny Lee, KVUE News.
According to the National Human Trafficking Resource Center, Texas has the second highest number of reported trafficking cases in the country. We had 433 last year, 452 in 2014. Only California had more. We've got a lot of resources available. Just go to our website, KVUE.com, and click on the links section.
Hundreds of Central Texas charities about to get a big boost.
A lot of times we don't have the bandwidth or the manpower to get the word out like Austin Amplified does.
The annual 24-hour charity drive has just begun. How it's inspired an unusual sleepover tonight and how much organizers hope to raise.
You're watching KVUE, where trust is earned.
Accidents happen to everyone, so you should be prepared when they do. Call attorney Vic Fizell if you've been the victim of an accident. Call 877-WITH-VIC for a free case evaluation. We'll fight for you to make sure you're compensated fairly under the law. Call 877-WITH-VIC.
It's here, the Ross Spring Dress Event. Looking for a new spring dress for the latest styles, where you'll spend less. You gotta go to Ross. These are the same great brands you'll find at department stores. Florals and lace? Check. Patterns or solids? Take your pick. So be pretty in yellow, navy, or white. Or at Ross prices, get them all. The Ross Spring Dress Event on now.
Building the only truck with the best fuel economy. over a 10,000-pound towing capacity, and an award-winning engine takes guts. Always leading the pack, that's the glory. Get a great deal on the trucks that give you both during Ram Truck Month. Now get $9,500 in total values on the 2016 Ram 1500 Lone Star Crew Cab, and Texas residents may be eligible to get $1,000 Southwest bonus cash and $1,000 Chrysler Capital bonus cash.
Good. Stay. Lie down.
I'd like to take this time.
Roll over. Roll over. Almost. Roll over. Good.
It took Joel Silverman years to become a master dog trainer.
Roll over. Good job.
But only a few commands to master depositing checks at Chase ATMs. Technology designed for you, so you can easily master the way you bank.
Accidents happen to everyone, so you should be prepared when they do. Call attorney Vic Fizell if you've been the victim of an accident. Call 877-WITH-VIC for a free case evaluation. We'll fight for you to make sure you're compensated fairly under the law. Call 877-WITH-VIC.
Closed captioning sponsored by Baylor, Scott, and White Health, providing comprehensive care for the entire family.
This year's Amplify Austin campaign kicked off 11 minutes ago. It is the annual one-day fundraising event for nonprofits in Austin, and so far, as you can see, has raised more than $26,000. Donations continue through 6 p.m. tomorrow through the Amplify website.
You can search for a nonprofit to support either by name or even the area it serves.
KVUE's Christy Millward has the story from Williamson County and the Regional Animal Center.
Terry and Tyler, there are plenty of organizations where you can donate, and some of them are doing some pretty creative things to encourage you. Here at the Williamson County Regional Animal Shelter, 20 people, volunteers and staff, will sleep in these kennels tonight. Misty Valenta is one of those. Misty, why are you doing this?
We are doing this for awareness. We're doing it because we're hosting free adoptions. We're doing it to help fans of WCRS raise the money that they need to keep the dogs out of the shelter.
It's all part of this regional-wide push to raise money in the next 24 hours. These faces are one of the many reasons people will choose to donate. Misty Valenta is the Community Programs Coordinator for the Williamson County Regional Animal Shelter.
Amplify Austin is really helpful to organizations, especially those that are smaller, that don't have the budget to really reach so many people.
It's just one of the 600 nonprofits people can donate to during the 24-hour community-wide day of online giving called Amplify Austin. You can donate to your favorite organization from anywhere. Just go to the Amplify ATX website and click on the Give tab. Then you can filter to find your organization. You can search by location and choose a county, or by category like animal services or education. Rita Turner works at the Caring Place in Georgetown. She says they're trying to raise $30,000 for their Coats for Kids program.
$20 goes so quickly if you go to Starbucks or anything like that, but $20 if you donate to us through Amplify, we get to help keep a child warm.
She says the campaign has helped them attract first-time donors.
It gets the word out for us in ways that we're not able to. A lot of times we don't have the bandwidth or the manpower to get the word out like Austin Amplify does.
And that's what they're hoping for, getting the word out so they can bring donations in.
This is such a great effort. Over the past 3 years, Amplify Austin has raised more than $16 million for local groups. And you can see in just a couple of minutes, it's already jumped upwards of $42,000. So the goal this year is $9 million. The thing I want people to pay attention to, too, is a lot of these organizations will match your donations. So it's really a great way to make your money stretch, get a little bit more.
It's a great program for sure. All right. Well, sometimes reporters on assignment get a little bit more than they bargained for.
The narrow escape that's going viral tonight. Mark?
Looking west on the horizon just prior to sunset with our live Skyview camera on our WeatherBug network. Storms, though, are on the way. I'll let you know what time they will hit.
Truck Month is even bigger during our Great American Sales Event. We're selling 500 new Rams with $14,000 in total savings on 2016 Ram Lone Stars. Truck Month's bigger at the Nile Maxwell Supercenter, 620 and 183 in Austin.
You wouldn't waste money buying a snowblower in Miami, so why waste your money on overpriced lunches? Instead, for just $6 at Subway, you can get a different footlong each month for just $6. The featured footlong for March is the tuna sub. Subway, fresh is what we do.
The experience here at Nile Maxwell GMC has been by far the best experience we've ever had in the 4 or 5 vehicles that we've ever bought.
When we met Janie here at Nile Maxwell GMC, we told her what we were looking for, and not only was she able to offer us a better deal than our bank, but they were able to offer us more in our trade. Nile Maxwell GMC has been so great with us as family-oriented in service that we have our eye on a Yukon next.
Save thousands during the GMC Pro Grade event at Nile Maxwell GMC, exit 256 in Round Rock.
Rain's moving through overnight will leave us a little bit cooler tomorrow with lots of 70s. Denver 52, Phoenix 78 degrees, 40s, 50s, 60s, and even 70s across the Northeast. Timing of those storms, when will they arrive, how strong will they be, and how much rain next?
There's a lot to see at Nissan Now. Award-winning safety, reimagined design, and premium interiors. 5 exciting new models. This is Nissan Now.
For a limited time, get 0% financing for up to 60 months on select models, or get up to $2,000 bonus cash. Get your new Nissan now. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
A legal powerhouse. Attorney Wayne Wright has been recognized since 2007 by National Trial Lawyers as a top 100 trial lawyer. Respect. Justice. Demand it. Wayne Wright Injury Lawyers.
Be amazed. Be inspired. Experience a divine culture.
I'm shocked. I can't praise this show enough.
How many things you see in life that touch you and make you that hopeful?
I'm incredibly inspired after coming tonight.
See it 100 more times.
Every seat is taken. I can see why now.
Shen Yun, coming to the Long Center in March. Visit shenyun.com.
Save a buck. Pay less for the Chevy truck you want in Marble Falls. Call 844-4-SAVE-A-BUCK. ChevyBuickMarbleFalls.com.
Save a buck on a car or truck. Chevy Buick Marble Falls.
Find new roads.
I'm Tina Shively for you now live at the watch desk with video of a close call for a news crew in California. Take a look now at the station's tweets. KTVU, here it is. Here's Alex Savage. This is him this morning reporting live on the morning news, talking, and then a car jumped the curb and nearly ran him over. His photographer, Chip Vaughn, yelled, "Get out of the way," just in the nick of time. And out of instinct, Alex jumped to the right. Luckily, since his car was on the left side, this is a picture of the two of them in the newsroom later. Thankfully, both of them are okay. And Savage got very emotional when talking to the anchors after it all happened, hugging his coworker there live on the air. You really are a team out there, and oftentimes you forget where you are. You get so caught up in the story. This is a great example of no matter what you do, no matter where you are, you need to be careful when you're out there in traffic.
Yeah, you need somebody watching your back.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Great that Photog was out there watching out for him, too.
For
My
sure.
goodness.
Tina,
All right, thank you,
you.
Tina. Central Texas on high alert tonight with a chance of more severe weather.
We have that on the way, and Mark Murray is in the Storm Center tonight. Mark, you've talked hail, even possibly tornadoes tonight.
Yeah, I think there is a risk of severe weather, large hail, damaging winds and tornadoes up until about midnight or shortly after, and then the heavier rains could continue in the overnight hours. So we've got many threats to deal with, so let's jump right in with our hour-by-hour forecast. 6 o'clock tonight, we'll watch as skies turn cloudy and thunderstorms begin first off to our west early this evening, and then moving into the Austin area after midnight tonight, I think. That's when we have the possibility of heavy rain here, as well as hail, strong winds, and again an isolated tornado. A few showers could linger into morning rush hour tomorrow, but by the time you drive to work or school, the heaviest rains and the severe weather should be long gone. We'll see cloudy skies through midday with just enough afternoon sun to take our high temperature into the mid-70s, but the overall instability will remain with us for the next several days, as will the rain chances. Max Storm Radar, fairly quiet right now, but we're starting to see a bit of activity up in the northwestern parts of the hill country. A thunderstorm now just north of the Mason area. This storm has been turning severe Reports here of large hail and some strong damaging winds up to the north of Roosevelt area up in Kimball County. 1.4-inch diameter hail being reported with that storm right now. Additional storms are developing off to the west. An upper level area of low pressure will pass across central Texas tonight and early tomorrow morning, and that will keep the rain chances going, not just tonight, but for the next several days. As before we see this all come to an end, we could end up with an inch or 2 or maybe 3 inches of rain. An enhanced risk of severe weather for south central Texas and southeast Texas tomorrow. An enhanced risk is likely to mean we could see some storms with 1 to 2 inch diameter hail, as we just showed you. Strong gusty winds of over 60 miles per hour are possible. We had that earlier today in parts of central Texas, and an isolated tornado is not out of the question, especially early this evening. Let's kind of rank those threats. The tornado threat, admittedly, is pretty low, but the threat for strong winds and hail is slightly higher. The risk for flooding, we are going to see pockets of heavy rain, but it's been so dry lately, a lot of that should soak in. Let's get into the timing of these storms with our hour-by-hour forecast, starting at 6 o'clock tonight with a few showers in the area. By the time 9 o'clock rolls around, it should be raining across much of the hill country, and some of these storms could turn severe. Late this evening, those storms should move into the Austin area. This particular model keeps us out of the rain, but I don't think that is going to be the case. But I think this model is correct in saying the heaviest rain overall will be east of Interstate 35. Maybe a break late overnight. We continue to see a few showers in the area through morning rush hour on Wednesday, and the atmosphere remains fairly unstable Thursday and Friday as well, so those rain chances continue for the rest of this week before we clear out nicely for the weekend. How much rain? Maybe about an inch of rain for many spots. If you happen to be underneath one of the heavier storms, you could easily see more than 2 inches of rain, but the heaviest rainfall amounts will be in East Texas, where they could see 5 to 10 inches of rain. That's where the flash flood watch is in effect. No watch is in effect for the Austin area. Hour by hour across central Texas tonight. Heavier rain set up in East Texas overnight tonight. We'll stay mostly cloudy now through Friday with some pretty good rain chances through the end of the week. Here's our 7-day forecast. A 100% chance of thunderstorms tonight, 70% chance of morning storms on Wednesday, maybe some partial clearing in the afternoon. Rain continues Thursday and Friday with mostly cloudy skies, but we won't have to deal with severe weather either of those 2 days. Weekend plans look good. Clearing out Saturday, sunny and warmer on Sunday as highs return to the 80s by the end of the weekend.
So just noisy tonight, sounds like, huh?
8 to midnight for severe weather with rain continuing through morning rush hour.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Mark. Sean Clinch is in for Mike tonight. What's happening with the women's basketball team at UT?
Well, they didn't exactly dump about a half a cup of water on their jacket like I just did about 5 minutes ago, but the Texas women's basketball team program, they're playing on another level these days, but they can't seem to shake off Baylor.
They were the better team tonight.
UT finished runners-up to Baylor and OKC again, but how do the Horns feel about their chances to make another run in the dance? That's up next.
KVUE weather is sponsored by Stan's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Get up to $4,300 cash back when you install a new Carrier system during Stan's Home Improvement Sale.
It's Ford Truck Month. This is the time. Get $10,550 in total savings on F-150.
Let me hear you say truck, yeah, let's crank it on up, yeah.
A high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body lets you tow more of this and haul more of that. This is the place. This is Ford Truck Month. Now get $10,550 in total savings or 0 for 60 plus $2,000 cash back on F-150.
Now order online at papamurphys.com and get 50% off all pizzas. Enter code SAVE50 at checkout to cut, slice, and shred 50% off your pizza bill. Only at papamurphys.com. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
ABC Tuesday just became real fresh.
Amazing!
Because TV's biggest new hit comedy, The Real O'Neills, is now on after Fresh Off the Boat. So get comfortable.
And this couch gets so lumpy.
You're sitting on me!
Tuesday is coming out strong.
What's in that closet? Not me anymore.
It's the funniest night of Chinese Irish Catholic family comedy on television.
Let's do this!
Oh! Fresh Off the Boat and The Real O'Neills, new tonight, starting 8/7 Central on ABC.
For 25 years, he's been your calm in the storm. Mark Murray and the KVUE Storm Team, where trust is earned.
This is the way. RushChevrolet.com. The way to shop night or day, or save in a big way, where a handshake still matters and where you always get warranty for life. RushChevrolet.com.
This is the way, Rush Chevrolet.
So you want to make a Texas. The recipe starts with these ingredients: 269,000 square miles, 250,000 farms, 10,000 some odd ranches, lots of coastline, and all the sky you can handle. Seasoned to taste with generous dashes of music, laughter, family meals, barbecues, and quinceañeras. Garnish with a single star. Now serve and enjoy.
Celebrate all the flavors of Texas at HEB's Tex Fest, now through March 8th.
This is the way. RushChevrolet.com. The way to shop night or day, or save in a big way, where a handshake still matters and where you always get warranty for life. RushChevrolet.com.
This is the way, Rush Chevrolet.
For 25 years, he's been your calm in the storm. Mark Murray and the KVU Storm Team, where trust is earned.
Good Tuesday to you. The Big 12 Tournament Madness on the men's side tips off in Kansas City tomorrow. Shaka Smart's 20-win Longhorns will meet Baylor Thursday morning. UT should receive a 4th, 5th, or 6th seed in the NCAA tournament, regardless of what happens in KC. The Aggies will be seated in that same range as well. Texas A&M will dance with the Southeastern Conference's Coach of the Year. Billy Kennedy earned that honor for leading the Ags to a 24-win regular season. Now, Karen Ashton's UT women suffered another loss to Baylor last night in the Big 12 tournament title game. In fact, the last time UT beat Baylor in women's basketball was in 2010. Now, it's time to focus on what truly matters, the big dance.
The rest of my team is just as excited as I am to learn where we're going and who we will play and how we'll be seated.
Well, we've won 28 games, so, you know, if you have a chance to win a couple of games in the tournament, you get to 30, and that's a great season.
Well, next Monday is when the brackets will be revealed. Now, the rumors involving Kevin Durant's future in OKC continue. The Longhorn for life is in his final year of his current contract, and a recent report stated that KD will bounce from OKC if the Thunder don't make the NBA Finals.
I never said that. I never thought about that. But like I said, I can't control rumors from people who sit behind their desk every day and think of stuff to say.
Well, if you win the Super Bowl and are named the Super Bowl's most valuable player, you should dance whenever and wherever. Von Miller will be dancing competitively. The Aggie for Life Broncos linebacker will join the likes of Doug Flutie on the 22nd season of Dancing with the Stars.
They
How
asked
about
Tyler
that?
C. Swarta.
They did.
They did. He turned it down.
I wanted to give all those other guys a chance.
You'll be on the next season, I'm sure.
He didn't want to show them up.
We'll see. We'll see. All right.
Hey, storms starting to pick up off to our west. They'll be in the Hill Country early this evening, arriving in the Austin area late this evening. Some may be strong or possibly severe.
Keep it right here. We'll keep you updated all through the night.
Have a great evening.
What truck company do you think offers best-in-class V8 fuel economy, best-in-class V8 horsepower, and best-in-class V8 towing?
Chevy.
I'm going with Ram.
Definitely Ford.
The new 2016 Chevy Silverado offers best-in-class V8 fuel economy, horsepower, and towing.
They're all Chevy.
It's Truck Month. Now get a total value of over $7,600 on this Silverado Texas edition with a 5.3-liter V8. Plus, competitive owners in Texas can get an additional $2,000 Conquest cash. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
We had such a great experience with Empire. We would recommend it to anyone.
Real customers share their stories about Empire today.
The customer service and the personal touch was really where it's at.
And now with Empire's half-price sale, get half-price carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, and laminate, plus half-price installation.
We'd had people come in our home and say, wow, this is really beautiful. Where'd you have it done? Empire.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
At Seton and Dell Children's, our doctors don't just treat patients.
Hey there.
They care for people, wherever they are. Because the best way to keep you out of the hospital is by watching out for you in the first place.
Rock on.
So no matter where you find our doctors, they're finding new ways to care for people. We'll see you out there. Welcome to Human Care.
We are King Florist of Austin, your local florist. We handpick our cut flowers from all over the world and deliver them all around town. Our amazing team has one focus, and that is to provide you with the best possible experience. You can always rely on us for the best floral arrangements for any occasion or no occasion at all. We specialize in same-day delivery. For more information, visit us at kingflorist.com. Keep Austin blooming.
Building the only truck with the best fuel economy, over a 10,000-pound towing capacity, and an award-winning engine takes guts. Always leading the pack, that's the glory. Get a great deal on the trucks that give you both during Ram Truck Month. Now get $9,500 in total values on the 2016 Ram 1500 loan.